Hey guys, what is up? Olivier here and welcome to a new Alt-Scape video. Now, it's definitely been a while. I was meant to get this video out and uploaded before I went on holiday, but unfortunately that did not happen. And I am uploading it pretty much just before Double XP weekend for pretty much you to watch during Double XP weekend or before it. So yeah, starting off with a bunch of quests really, because I had this plan in mind to sort of like go for the Ecto file and just get a bunch of quests ticked off. Just to get more quest points and stuff like that for when I do start Slayer. I've got a greater block list to do. You know, the more the more quest points you have, the more tasks you can block. So that is pretty much what I did decide to do. So just crack on with a few quests, and yeah, building up to trying to get the Holy Grail quest done. And I've done a bunch of like the pirate storyline as well. Got all that pretty much knocked off, which is very, very nice. But for the most part, holiday was good, you know, ate a lot of food, had a laugh, and also fled from a hurricane. So yeah, it was very, very fun, to be honest with you. But now I'm back in the UK, and pretty much, hopefully, we can get more consistent with videos. As of, at the moment, with me trying to finish 5.4 on the main account, videos are slacking a bit. But what I'm trying to do, finish 5.4 so I can then start doing bossing videos again, because I know the majority of you are sub to me for sort of that content, and yeah, I do have a bit planned for when I do finish 5.4 and eventually finish it. But double XP weekend wise, I'm not really going to be doing anything on the alt account because I'm doing construction on the main, and that is just always full attention at all times. And trying to multitask two accounts doing construction is going to sort of like ruin my keybind, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much wedge my one key on my keyboard down so it's permanently down for the remove option, and then keybind the number 2 build option onto my mouse so I can pretty much do construction with just my mouse. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I've got like 250k mahogany planks in the bank. I think I've overbought in planks, but never mind, just to be safe than sorry. And yeah, I'll be trying to get 200 mil. I think I only need to do around 30 hours of construction during double XP weekend, but you know, 30 hours doesn't seem a lot, but when it's in a skill like construction, it is literally gonna absolutely probably kill me. Anyway, moving back on to what is currently on the screen, and that is just a few quests and, you know, the pirate storyline which I was talking to you about earlier, and this is pretty much the last sort of quest in that line, or like the finishing quest of the storyline really. And it was kind of allowing me to then do Brain Death Island and get them unlocked as well, to sort of like unlock quests further in the timeline for when I come to do Ritual of the Majorat and stuff like that. So yeah, it's coming on really nicely, and quests, I do actually enjoy doing quests. You know, they're not a problem. Once you get all the rubbish older quests out of the way and move on to the newer updated ones and the ones with the better rewards, then quests are actually pretty fun. One of the quests which I'm really pleased about doing is All the Wakes, and that has allowed me to get Death Swiftness, Sunshine, and all that good stuff for the ultimate abilities in Mage and Range. And yeah, it's going to really help, because this is sort of like progressing. I wanted to try and progress my account to a standard where I could do like a Raxon and stuff like that, because I think I did have an Araxor Reaper, and I wanted to crack on with trying to get stats and skills and quests done for it. So this is sort of like that, what is going on right now. I used a bunch of treasure hunter keys from the quests that I did do, and they boosted my skills up for me to use the lamps from the World Awakes, because I needed like, I think, level 75 or 80, and I think I was using them in agility. So yeah, I ended up getting past 80 agility, I do believe, which is looking pretty nice. And I also used them on divination because I wanted to get 80 divination to unlock invention. And then with caches, you know, the lamps helped from the quest, and doing caches as well has really, really boosted my levels quite nicely. I mean, we're almost 2k total, which is very nice. We're over 2k total in virtual total levels, which is lovely. What I also want to do sometime as well is get my attack and strength up. As you can see, they're fairly bad there, like they're still in the level 60s, even though I'm like 137 combat. It is kind of ridiculous how combat scales now. But yeah, there is a 76 wood cutting, I think it is. So we've got like blisterwood trees. That it allows me then to do sort of like Dark Mire quest, and we got 80 agility as well. So I've got like all the quest requirements for Within the Light, which is sorted as well. I think it's Within the Light anyway. But yeah, that's all done and dusted, which is nice. This is the last cache as well right here that I did need to do for 80 divination, meaning that I now have invention unlocked, with me being over 80 smithing and 80 crafting, I think it is. So yeah, there we go. There is 80 divination, and I also obviously then unlocked invention. I want to get invention done and dusted for mobile. That would help me with quests, so I could like surge and just run more, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is very nice. Nice goal ticked off. Invention unlocked, which is biblical. Alright then, this should be the end of Ghosts of Ahoy. I've been meaning to do this quest for a while. This will get me the Ecto file so I can get to a Raxon when I do decide to go there. So yeah, with me not having the Alt-Scape, my fastest way there is with the Ecto file. So there we go, Ghosts of Ahoy is complete. And my plan now would be to probably finish Overloads, get there with the remaining cash I've got left. And then work on range as well, because that is the way I'm going to be killing a Raxon for now before I get my melee stats up and get a scythe and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'll get like Shadow Glaives and then maybe Essentials to start with. But yeah, that is the plan so far, so I'm going to do some herb now. Probably see you when I get Overloads or slightly before Overloads, but yeah, herb lore, then start on working on range. Alright, so coming in with a lot of herb gains now. I decided to do herb lore the most sensible way rather than the way I did it on my main back in the day when I was going for 99, which was making spec restores, which is now adrenaline flasks, and that was the cheapest way back in the day of doing it, and that is how I've done it and regretted it ever since, because I made like 40k adrenaline flasks and had like no overload. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing each level unlocks pretty much a extreme, once you get to sort of like 88, 89, 90, all the way to like 93 or 92 I think it is, and you can pretty much make all extremes, and that is what I was doing up until trying to get overloads before pretty much breaking my bank and not really being able to get to 96, but I can get to 94 and easily boost with the pulse core to get overloads, which is what I did do to make about 400 to 500 regular overloads. But yeah, I've made a decent amount of extremes of each, sort of like 2k of each extreme, and that has helped quite a lot, especially when going for levels, and in the long run it's the most sensible thing to do. And of course, when I get a lot more GP, I'll then invest in the potion recipes from Prif and go for like holy overloads and overload salves and supreme overload salves and stuff like that. But yeah, that is the plan for now. Slowly creeping towards 96, not quite there yet, but we can boost the overloads, which is good. So I've got a decent amount of regular overloads for sort of like Slayer and just regular bossing and stuff, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm unlocking like loads of other potion recipes as well, and we also unlocked the Herbalord pet. So we got ourselves our second skilling pet, and the 2 skilling pets that I have on my alt account are 2 of the 4 that I do require on my main for me to get the Jack of all trades title, which is quite amusing to be honest. Agility and Herbalord. So yeah, not too bad really. The Herbalord gains have been going very, very nicely, and as I said before, organising all the extremes in order to go with the overloads, so in the long run it should be easier to do a few things and do stuff with. So yeah. So last Herbalord level for a while, and as you can see we're getting it via overload, so we boosted with a pulse core, which is very nice by someone that's using the pulse core, has boosted my Herbalord level, and I can make overloads, and we got ourselves 94 Herbalord in the process, so 2 to go until I can actually make them myself. But what I'm going to do now is do some range, because I want to get 85 range for some for the Shadow Glaives for a Raxon, because range I think will be the safest option. But we got ourselves a level 80 right here. We need to get 85 at least to try a Raxon. And yeah, we'll be good to go, and we'll give a Raxon a try. So yeah, let's have a ganders. Let's see if we can get 85, and we'll go a Raxon. Right then, coming in with 85 range, and we've pretty much got that down to a T. Correct amount of cannonballs almost, and I've used about 1.5k chins maybe prior to the 776 still worn in my equipment tab right there. So what I did do, I did a Diagonals in Waterbirth Island from 80 to 85 range, and that allows us to now wear Shadow Glaives as well, the items that are from the Gregovich boss. So yeah, they are a tier 85 weapon with tier 80 damage but tier 90 accuracy, and I'm going to be using these for doing my Raxon Reaper task, which I got I think at the start of this episode, which I wanted to do and try and nail down doing Araxi as a decent money making method. And yeah, we got 85 there, which also means we have now unlocked Death Swiftness, which we have now got with us completing the World Awakes quests, which is amazing. So yeah, now I have these unlocked. I might actually augment them but not really put any perks on them to begin with, just to level them up and gain some more invention XP to get ourselves higher there, and eventually we can, I think level 46 allows us to augment armor chest plates, so, or leg armor, something like that. We can augment another piece of armor. But yeah, I'm going to do that probably, and I'm most likely going to try and do my 3 Araxi Reaper task, which should be pretty easy. The kills are going to be fairly long. I'm not really quite sure what current rotation it is. Let's have a quick look, and it is currently 1-3, I think, so pretty slow paths, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge with the setup that I currently have, and also doing this method of getting my range up has allowed me to get 72 blue charms and almost 1.9k crimsons, which is going to help, especially to try and get to 96 for a pack yak, which I might do eventually. But as you can see down here, we have 5.3 mil cash left. I need to make some money, and I'm hoping a Raxon is going to do that for me, and yeah, we'll soon find out. Yeah boy, our first Raxon kill coming in a very fast time of 10 minutes and 46 seconds. That's some day of release day shit right there, fair dues. And coming in with a leg piece, of course, Kappa. Anyway, 323k, I've still got 2 to do, so there's my Reaper task. I'm not really quite sure if I can do them with the current gear and with me gaining it in rage now, but it is a bit of a starting progress towards PVM, I suppose, especially with me using tier 70 gear, and I don't even have any perks apart from Venom Blood. So yeah, going well so far, not too bad. 2 more to go. Don't know if I can do them, but I'm gonna try and do it anyway. Hey, you're getting sub 10, so we're getting a little bit better. That was on the 2nd kill, so yeah, not too bad. I'm pleased with a sub 10 in this gear, to be honest. Anyway, loot then. Onyx bolts. And with 900k, that is very, very nice. That's just what we need, because our cash stack is 543k. So yeah, 1 more kill. Man, this boss, when you just wake up and when you have shit gear, is absolutely horrible. Anyway, that is the Reaper task done, even though I got the kill but died, so I couldn't really loot anything. So that is that task done. So we may as well grab ourselves another one as we are here. And we have to do 4 more Raxon. Great. But for now, I'm going to give it a little bit of a break, because I can only manage like 3 or 4 kills in this setup because it's just so horrible. I'm probably going to do something, maybe like just normal Slayer, or even like go to Armadillo in God Wars and just try it out here, try this setup out there, because it is very, I'm surprised how difficult it is. I'd say Telos is probably easier with the gear that I have currently than a Raxon. But that is just me. Anyway, I'll figure out something to do. That is the Reaper task done. We've still got 4 more to do for the next Reaper task, but I'm not doing it right now. Probably do something a little bit more interesting, maybe do some God Wars, or maybe just do some regular skills or stuff like that. So yeah, I shall see you soon in the next clip. And another cash done. It is so nice with mobile now, and we should be getting 92 divs. So there we go, 92 divs, still got a little bit of bonus, 92k. That is just purely from, I've had that for ages, to be honest with you. And we can now do a few more different things. So yeah, 92. I've been doing a little bit of Slayer as well, just done a desert or a jungle strike worm task. So I'll go back to Corridor and grab another one. You know, I completely forgot about doing the oyster, and I completely forgot that I'd done the actual quest as well on this account. So what we're going to do is loot this one, and I've got a monthly D&D token which we can reset it and do it all over again for this month. So if we have a look, we'll check it, and we got 38k. So that is a fairly terrible reward, but I'm going to obviously fill it, reset, loot it again, and then fill it again. So yeah, we'll loot it again, and we hopefully get a better loot than last time. Okay, time to refill this oyster, so we can deposit them, and then we'll do the reset token and loot it. Ooh, that's not too bad. An ancient page 1, very nice. I'll hopefully sell that for about 300k, which is pretty nice. But also, I was thinking about, if we have a look here, then we go onto our quest list, and I filtered it so I can do all the quests that are listed right now. So I was thinking about just doing all these in order, just racking up a load of quest points, smashing out a load of quests in this episode, just to get a little bit more progression and unlock a little bit more of the game. So that is probably what I'm going to do next, is just smash out a few quests. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. All of the quests done that I've started but didn't finish. Hazel's Cult, so that is all done and dusted. I've got Fairy Tale Part 2 to do as well, which I'm going to finish off that, and then we'll start getting through this kind of longish list of quests which I can do. So yeah, a lot of questing to do, should be quite fun. There we go, that is Fairy Tale Part 2 complete. I might actually do Part 3 now if I can. That means I can then use fairy rings without using the German staff at all, I think, so that is very nice. Got myself an XP lamp as well, which will just, I don't know, put it straight into agility or something. Yeah, do agility. So yeah, another 2.5k in agility, so I'll see if I can do Fairy Tale Part 3. If I can, then that'll be the next quest. And this is, I think, the finishing bit of Fairy Tale Part 3. So let's talk to the gardener, and we'll have a look here now. And there we go, that is the quest done. So that is the Fairy Tale, or the Xanaris quest line completed. 170 quest points now, which is very, very nice. What I might do is I might do these quests sort of in, try and do them in sequence rather than mishmash. So I might do just ones into, ones in like, or make a story and stuff like that. But yeah, going to work on it now. So the quest line I sort of decided to do was lead up to the master quest, which is Legends quest. Fairly old quest, and they required a decent amount of things to do leading up to it anyway, and one of the things is all fired up, and that has allowed me to get their flame gloves and the ring of fire or something for when I do decide to go for 99 fire making. Also completed animal magnetism. I thought I'd already completed this quest, but obviously not, and we got our Slay level in the process, so 76 Slay now, which is pretty good. So that is all nice progress doing, and we also got a little backpack as well for when we do range. And then I decided to, still continue the track on with the Legends quest grind. And, these were all the little quests I needed to do leading up to it. Got a fair amount of quest points in the process as well, which is always good. And yeah, we unlocked progress now towards the Excalibur, which is a good weapon to have in your inventory for when you're doing like bossing, when you complete the diaries in Seers Village. So that is more progress towards doing when we get around to it in the near future. Coming in with Heroes quest there, and what I did do, I made it so my alt was a different gang to my main account, and I just pretty much done the things required to do on my main account for the key part for my alt, and that's pretty much all I did. And yeah, that helped with the quest. I tried to look on forums, I couldn't find anyone, and yeah, I just gave up in the end. None of my friends were really in the same clan as me either, so I had to do it with my main account. So coming in with the completion of Shiloh Village, and that is the last quest that I did need to do before we could complete the Legends quest, which is very nice. And yeah, here is the completion of the Legends quest. It didn't take me too long, only about half an hour. And back in the day, it did take me, well, a few years ago anyway, on my main account, it took me about a good hour, hour and a half to 2 hours, because I was just severely stupid when it came to doing quests. So yeah, that is a Legends quest done. Nice quest to do, so I've got a lot of unlockables there as well, all of them all done and dusted. Progress towards Seers Village as well, with us getting an Excalibur that I can augment, put maybe like mobile or something on it, and eventually get the enhanced Excalibur for completing all the hard diaries. But yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the quest done, and I'm just there now selecting the skills in the lamps required for me to progress on more further sort of progress towards this account. As I said, double XP weekend isn't happening for this account yet. I'm going to miss double XP weekend on this account. So yeah, don't really have any other plans for it, and yeah, I'm doing con on the main. So let me know what you're doing for double XP, leave it down in the comments down below. And sorry again for slacking on making videos, and yeah, that is pretty much it for this episode. So hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I shall see you next one, guys. So have fun, stay safe, and peace.